Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Wakakadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Hakim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Hakim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out of this recent news article from Reuters.com, published by Wei Wee, from Reuters.com, published by him, of this news article. And it was last updated an hour ago, as of July the 10th, 2023, at 8:19 p.m. Central Time, and it reads, in the currencies category, and it says the dollar slips as Fed hike cycles nears end, focusing on U.S. inflation. And it says, as of July the 11th, Reuters, the dollar weakening on Tuesday, right? Because the earnings of the dollar been up and down, as far as the market's concerned. You know, as we've been seeing, the market's been going up and down as well too, as the dollar continued to go up and down as well too, as a balanced scale. As we've seen, the new jobs reports that came out, and the unemployment rate of the data statistics shows that as well too. I believe the unemployment rate was like first 3.7, and it went down to like 3.6, and it added like over 247,000 jobs, if I'm not mistaken, of that as well too. While you still have the United States still focusing on the inflation, while the feds continue to do the interest rate hikes as well too, as they continue to focus on that, right along as well as the Fed tax hike raise, and the continued focus on the inflation as well too. So, you know, I just want to add an additional note to that. But continuing on with the reading, it says the dollar weakening on Tuesday after the Federal Reserve official signals that the central bank was near the end of its tightening cycle, though it trades in a tight range ahead of the key U.S. inflation report. Several Fed officials said on Monday the central bank will likely need to raise interest rates further to bring down the still high inflation, but that the end to its current monetary policy tightening cycle is getting close. And it says the comments knocked the green back to a 2-month low at 101.88 against a basket of currencies in early Asia trade, as traders peeled back their expectations on how much further the U.S. interest rates have to rise. It says the U.S. interest rates expectations has been a key driver of the dollar since the Fed began its tightening of cycle last year. And it says U.S. interest rates expectations been a key driver of the dollar since the Fed began its tightening cycle last year. It says sterling, meanwhile, hits a fresh 15-month high of 1,002.869, while the euro tackled on 0.03% to 1.1004. It says the FOMC speak was the main focus of yesterday's official who spoke, reiterated the recent message that a couple more rate hikes are likely in the coming months. So not really a surprise there, said Carl Kong, a currency strategist at the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. Markets are now focusing on their attention on the U.S. inflation data out on Wednesday, which is 2.5 more days away, because today is Monday. And And this is a new week of opening the markets and stuff like that in the Wall Street over there in New York City. The stocks exchange. This is a fresh new week, even though they had a positive gain today. So we're gonna see how it gonna plays out throughout this whole week, right along with the data statistics of the inflation once that be revealed on Wednesday. So I just want to add an additional note to that. But continuing on, it says which will provide more clarity on the progress of the Fed has made in the fight against the stubborn high consumer prices. It says a survey from New York Federal Reserve showed on Monday. Slovakia. That was kind of bugged up. But continuing on, it says a survey from the New York Federal Reserve showed on Monday whining a near-term inflation expectation amongst Americans who said last month they were expecting the weakest near-term inflation gains in just over 2 years. If we do a strong CPI report tomorrow, that may help market prices for a second rate hike from the FOMC after July, drive the dollar a little bit higher, said Kong. But I don't think any upside will be material given the fact that we are near the top of the FOMC tightening cycle. So that was all the reading of that. So hopefully this reading of this news article was edifying. This Reuters.com, as published by Wei Wei. That's the person of the name of who published this news article from Reuters.com, updated an hour ago as of July the 10th, 2023 at 8:19 p.m. in the currencies category. As it says again, the dollar slips as Fed hike cycle nears end, focusing on U.S. inflation, right? Because they while the Federal Reserve focusing on the interest rates and the tax hikes as well too, and they're waiting for a new data statistics of the inflation on Wednesday. So we're gonna see how that plays out, and that's gonna have a role on how the markets is going to reflect on that data statistics when it comes out on Wednesday. So we're going to see how the market's going to play out, if it's going to lead into a negatives category or a solid positive gain for the markets. So we're going to see how the markets of this week, how it progresses. I'll see how it plays out, But in the meantime, this was just a news article that I want to bring out. As it says, the dollar slips as the federal hike cycle nears end, focusing on U.S. inflation data statistics that's going to be revealed on Wednesday. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Akakadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim, scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.